My name is Tamia Walker. I'm a devoted member of First United Methodist Church in Germantown, a community that has supported me through some of the most difficult moments of my life. I'm here today to share my story. You might ask, why share such personal details? For me, the answer is simple. I want change, and that change starts with me. If I don't speak up, if I don't take the initiative, how can I expect anything to be different? My journey hasn't been my journey has been far from easy. I've experienced the full spectrum of housing insecurity, from having a stable place to call home to being homeless on the streets with my son, and then finding my way back to some form of stability. But even now, I ask myself, can I truly call it stability? Just 2.5 years ago, I was sleeping on the streets. Occasionally, I could afford hotel rooms, sometimes for a few weeks, sometimes a few months. But that came at a high cost, financially, emotionally, mentally. I was chasing something many take for granted, stability. I was simply trying to just keep a roof over our heads. That's really holding on so I wouldn't lose my son. Eventually, I was blessed with a job and came into a small settlement. Not much, but just enough to make a move. I used it to put a down payment on a rental home. I thought it was the turning point, but soon after, reality hit. The cost of living, rent, electric, it all adds up. I had to work 80 to 100 hours a week just to make ends meet. I was exhausted, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. I was working 12 to 16-hour shifts nearly every day. I had no time for myself, and worse, no time to truly be present with my son. When I was working, when I wasn't working, I was sleeping, only to wake up and have to do it all over again. This kind of life, it wasn't living, it was survival. And survival should never be the standard for anyone, especially those raising children. However, I stand here today not as a victim, but as a voice for those who are tired, who are too tired, too overwhelmed, and too broken to speak up. I'm sharing my story because housing should be a right, not a privilege. No one should have to work themselves to the bone, sacrificing their health, their peace, and their family time just to find a stable place to sleep. I want to be a part of a change that prioritizes real affordable housing, safe, stable, and sustainable housing. I want to live in a city where people like me don't have to choose between their child and their livelihood, where we are supported not just with short-term fixes, but with long-term solutions that allow us to thrive, not just survive. So today, I ask you to listen, not just with your ears, but with your heart. Let my story be a reminder of what so many of us are going through behind closed doors and a call to action to help create real, lasting change.